freshly brewed.
Welcome back to WICR, guys. Very exciting segment going on right now. Robbie Ayala, take it from here.
All right, so we've got a guest on the phone right now, and his name is Tim Halperin. He's on tour to promote his new EP, Searching for the Same Thing, which debuted at number 20 on the Billboard Heat Seekers chart.
Hey.
And he'll be performing tonight on October 24th at City Winery with Tyrone Wells. Guys, please give a warm Two Guys and a Gael's welcome to Tim Halperin. Tim, can you hear us? Are you on the line? Tim? Uh-oh. We might be having some technical difficulties. Please bear with us as our president helps us.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yay! Yes. We have Tim Halperin on the line here. Tim, how you doing?
I'm good, you guys. How are you doing?
We're doing pretty good.
It's so exciting to have.
So I've been curious since you guys, Roberto, you and I talked about during the interview. What is Gael? Is that just the phonetic way to say girl?
Unfortunately, not.
No. So Gael is actually it's an Irish. It's basically a big leprechaun. It's a huge leprechaun.
Okay.
Yes, because we're in Irish school.
So that's our mascot.
So who's the leprechaun among you guys?
It's
Mario.
What?
Mario.
No,
Chelsea Taylor.
No, it's
leprechaun.
It's
Don't
Chelsea.
blame it on the girl. Tim, they're on me already. This should be fun.
That's
All right.
hilarious.
So
Nice.
let's start it off.
Nice.
All right, so Tim, you were on American Idol in season
Yay!
10, right?
I was, yeah.
So how was that experience? You want to talk to us about that?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. It was crazy. I mean, it's, now it seems like forever ago just because it was, and honestly it seems like sometimes it doesn't even seem like it happened because it was such a wild experience. I grew up in Nebraska and then went to a small school in Fort Worth, Texas for college, and so it was just kind of like this, it was such a departure from my reality. Jumping into at the time the biggest TV show that was on, and being in LA, which I'd never been to LA before, and so it was cool. I learned a lot about myself, but it was also it's a lot. It's sort of far from what you see on TV. The actual filming of the show is.
Do tell.
Really?
Spill the beans, Tim.
Yeah, you just it's a lot of spending time in a cinder block room waiting for your turn to sing with cameras on you the whole time. I mean, there's probably about 100 hours worth of filming for every 1 hour episode that happens. Yeah. So a lot of interviews, a lot of what feels like saying the same things over and over again until they get the take that they want. And you know what? It's a reality show, but there's about 12 producers, actually probably more like 15 producers on the show, and so it's just very produced. I mean that's probably no big surprise for anyone that's listening, but but you know what? It was a really cool experience, and I learned a whole lot about just who I am as a singer, and it was, and obviously it gave me a jump start to my career, which is really cool.
Awesome.
Right.
Now I have a question for you. Now that's the final season, how do you feel about American Idol actually coming to a close with the last season coming up?
Honestly, I think it's a great thing. I think it needs to end before it gets to be too late.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, I mean, when you look at the landscape of these shows, Iowa is really still the only one that has produced, superstars.
Actual superstars, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Voice is so popular now, but we don't have any actual superstars coming from that show.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, and so I think, with the imprint that Idol has had on our culture, now it's significantly less than what it used to be. But at the same time, Philip Phillips was on 2 or 3 years ago, and he's done really well. And so they still have that going for them, and so I think it's better to end while you're on top, go out while you're still doing pretty well. And I think it's a good thing, and it'll be interesting to see what the last season is like too. I'm curious.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I was talking to Robbie about it before. Your season was actually the last season I actually watched before actually was dwindling off of it. So I was like, yeah, we're having Tim on the show today.
And that was the season that Jennifer Lopez joined the show.
Yes,
and it's funny because when you auditioned, you guys had a little moment. Do you want to talk to us about it?
Yes, I still remember that.
Totally. Yeah, that was probably my worst pickup line ever, but unfortunately will stick with me for the rest of my life. It became pretty clear. So I was just talking about how the show's pretty produced, and they start once you start making it past the producer rounds for the audition process, because there's several rounds. Then they start interviewing you more and trying to sort of figure out what the angle is going to be for you. For when they're going to air your episode, and so. Really, I have a pretty boring story, like, here's this middle-class white kid who grew up, with a great family, and, just graduated from college with a business degree. Like, there's nothing in my story that would really cause people to cry. And so, the only thing that they had was that I had a crush on Jennifer Lopez when I was growing up. And so, every interview became solely about how nervous I was to meet Jennifer Lopez, which I really wasn't. I mean,
they were trying to milk that, huh?
Yeah, it'd been since I was in 5th or 6th grade since I liked her. And but anyways, I was like, all right, well, I'll just run with this whole thing. And so I was like, man, I need to probably, have some sort of dialogue with her if I can during the interview or during the audition. And so the only thing that came up was her asking me how old I was. And so just kind of without thinking, I mean, in that situation, your nerves kind of get the best of you, but I was just asked her how old she was in response. And but didn't live that one down I still haven't lived that one down, especially with my friends. But yeah, it was a funny moment for the show, for sure.
Did you use that pickup line on your wife? And happy 1-year anniversary, by the way.
Wow, nice.
Thank you. Yeah, it didn't work out with J-Lo, so, but I moved on. No, Kylie's incredible. She's been great. It's been fun.
Aww.
Well, yeah. So let's learn more about you. How did you get your start in music?
Yes.
I started taking piano when I was really young, when I was 6 years old. And I think y'all can relate. Obviously y'all are in the music business as well, but I just always loved music, and I listened to music nonstop. And I've been inspired my whole life by other great artists and songwriters. Like last night, I went and saw John Foreman from Switchfoot, and just continue to be inspired by folks like that. And started writing when I was in high school, and it was just kind of, one small step at a time. Just was able to start writing and doing what I love, and then Idol turned that into the chance to do it for a living. And I haven't really looked back, but just really a long road of playing piano and singing in choir, and then starting to write my own songs. So
you mentioned that you started writing in high school, and I read somewhere that you didn't write your first serious song until sophomore year of high school. So what inspired that? Was it a girl?
Oh yeah, man. I feel like, especially as a high school kid, there's just hormones flying. That's kind of all there is to write about.
Were you were you the ladies' man? Did the ladies love that in high school?
Not at all. Not at all until I started playing shows and stuff, and then I actually had a couple of options. But no, I was totally the quiet, dorky kid that was in show choir. But there was I think I wrote my first couple songs about my middle school crush.
Cool.
I don't think that I know that. I say that as if it's not a big deal. But yeah, I remember writing those songs about her, and I took him. I was in a band at the time, and I took him to the band, and they were like, yeah, we love these, we should play them, and so we started playing them, and it was just the coolest experience when I was finally able to start playing my own songs in front of an audience, and you get that instant feedback, and people seem to like them, and so it just kind of fueled the flame of writing more songs, and I really started to dig in when I got to college at TCU in Texas. So yeah.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit of the inspiration behind your new single, Dance?
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I was ready to have a fun project. And I moved to Nashville last year, and I met this producer named Jeff Pardo, and Jeff's done a lot of fantastic work, but he also, like me, I just love a really good pop song, and I wanted to finally put out a project that I felt like I was unashamed about that. And so I wrote Dance. I remember it was on a flight back from Nebraska, actually, back to Nashville. And it was simply, I was about to be engaged, and I was ready to write a song that was just really fun and true to, I would say, my spontaneous nature. And that's what that song is. It's just a chance to sort of celebrate life and a relationship, and to spontaneously sort of have this moment dancing under the stars. And it turned into this really fun 80s influenced pop song, and I love how it turned out.
Us too.
Yeah.
Here at WICR, we're eating that right up. We're gonna play it after the commercial break. But before that,
quick question. So your new EP is called "Searching for the Same Thing." What are you searching for? I've been trying to figure that out the whole time. I'm like, what is he searching for?
I feel like I'm always searching for something. I'll leave stuff all the time. There's a line in the second song on the album, the song "Love That Lasts," and the line says, "We're all searching for the same thing. Can't deny what we're needing. We need love to stick around through the ups and downs and be there in the morning." And so really, it's that line, in a very poetic way. It's just basically saying, man, I think everybody, no matter who you are or where you come from or where you're trying to go, it just seems like everyone's sort of searching for unconditional love in one way or another.
That's my new Instagram quote for tonight. Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you very much.
All right, so Tim, we have a little game we want to play with you, and it's actually called the lightning round of questions. So what you're gonna do is, using one word or a phrase when necessary, you're gonna have 1 minute to answer as many questions as possible. Okay?
All right, let's play this music.
So we're gonna actually put 1 minute on the clock, and I actually need to get my phone out for this. I completely forgot that we were doing this.
Are there any prizes for this game? I feel like I'm on a game show.
Yes, the next time you're in town, we'll go out. On us. So the 24th. We got it. It's on us.
All right, so
let's do this. Ready?
And I got a minute on the clock.
And we have music.
All right. So Tim, texting or talking?
Texting.
All right. Best friend on American Idol?
Casey Abrams.
Favorite song ever written?
Yellow by Coldplay.
Oh, a good one. Favorite singer?
Yeah. Did you say favorite singer?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Martin, Coldplay.
Ooh.
Favorite TV show?
Friday Night Lights.
Nice.
Worst habit?
Staying up too late.
Me too. Pet peeve?
Oh, anything that involves noise, drumming on stuff.
Ooh, favorite movie?
That Thing You Do.
Ooh. First album you ever bought?
Big Willie style. Will Smith.
I like you. All right, Instagram or Snapchat?
Instagram.
Twitter or Facebook?
Twitter.
TV or movies?
TV.
All right, Omaha or Nashville?
Ooh.
Oh, dude. Nashville.
Cats or dogs?
Oh.
Dogs.
No.
Grossest things you've ever tried?
Oh, dude, this Thai place in Florida. It was nasty.
Man, I love Thai food. If you had a radio show, what would you call it?
Ooh.
And there goes your time. All right, well, Tim Halperin, we want to thank you for being on Two Guys and a Gael. That was such a great time. And
you won. So next time you're in town, give Robbie a call and on us.
I will. You
Definitely
guys are doing a great job. I really enjoyed being on the show. Thanks for putting so much time into the interview, and And thanks for playing Dance and talking about the new record. I appreciate that, y'all.
Yes,
of course.
After this, we're going to play Dance on the air right now. So
yeah, baby.
So you heard it first, guys.
Dancing in the studio.
Oh, we always are.
We will. Tim, you have no idea. I get made fun of for my dance moves. But on that note, I'm going to go dance to Tim Halperin's new single, Dancer, in this commercial break. So we'll be right back, guys. Thank you so much, Tim.
Yeah, thank y'all.
That's falling, a dance floor made of grass. Your blue eyes make me wanna make this evening last. Put on an old song, put on that new dress. Tomorrow's coming, but it ain't here yet. We got stars outside, just you and I got this feeling rising to the ceiling, singing ooh, darling, you got me feeling alright. Let me show you I was made to hold you. So lose your shoes and dance with me, dance with me, dance with me tonight. Dance with me tonight. We can just forget the deadlines, leave them in the 9 to 5. Let's not waste a night like this. Let's hold on tight.